The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have accepted a Human Rights Award. The couple honoured for addressing racial injustice and mental health.
Ultimately, we live in this world now where sharing experiences and sharing stories has an enormous impact. And therefore, if you are in a position of influence, leadership, or otherwise, then what a great example.
Prince Harry also joking that that was their date night. This comes just hours before their explosive Netflix special airs. The documentary expected to include damning revelations about the royal family. To discuss, we're joined by Associate Editor at The Telegraph, Camilla Tominey in London. Camilla, great to see you. Firstly, it's quite a big accolade for Harry and Meghan.
Yes, it is, isn't it? I mean, to go up there and have an award after everything that's been said and done over the last few days creates a little bit of a dynamic. We had William and Kate in Boston collecting or awarding their Earthshot Prize last week, and now this is similarly glittering. I mean, there is some controversy, of course, about what they're about to unleash on the royal family. This documentary, as you say, David, lands in the next few hours. I shall be up early to binge watch it, my time, and see exactly what they say. But the question being asked behind palace walls is the trailer the worst of it? Have Netflix put together something deliberately dramatic that makes the documentary seem far more explosive than it's actually going to turn out to be? But because the palace and indeed the press haven't been given a preview, we literally are going to have to wait and see until this drops midnight PST.
Camilla, I think you make an interesting point. We've been playing the trailer, the sort of teaser trailer for the last few days here. And we've been talking about it a lot, but, you know, I've spoken to you multiple times about Harry and Meghan over this last 18-month period. And for me, I felt like this Netflix documentary at the moment doesn't feel like much news going to come out of it unless there's some hidden bombshells. So maybe this is just going over things so Netflix can get eyeballs.
Well, and that the couple can get millions, right? I mean,
right.
It's a multi-million-dollar deal that they've signed, rumoured to be worth around 100 million. Then there's the spectre of Harry's autobiography Spare coming out. That's making him another 35 million. So they're not doing badly out of these revelations. I guess what's perplexing people, both here and perhaps in Australia and beyond, is what more they actually feel they have to say. I mean, clearly they dropped quite a few truth bombs on Oprah. And one wonders what's left from the wreckage to salvage to turn into a six-parter. I mean, that's the other thing, David. This isn't just a kind of 1 hour one-off. We've got 6 hours of this to come. Now, as you saw in those that footage of that trailer, the second one, it's clearly going to have a pop at the media. We know that Harry and Meghan aren't any fan of the British tabloids. But, of course, the trailer's been quite controversial because although they consider themselves kind of bastions of truth, actually, the trailer's full of a bit of misinformation. You know, some of the footage has been taken in the US, not in the UK. Some of the footage didn't even involve Harry and Meghan. It involved the celebrity Katie Price and Donald Trump's lawyer. So, again, a bit of head-scratching has been happening over here.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how rushed this has been by Netflix, if they've made those mistakes in the edits, or if this is something that's been chosen. So, if there are no bombshells in this, what if it's just rehashing it and maybe the middle two are just a couple episodes of Suits? What repercussions do you expect it to have for the royal family?
Well, I think the royal family are going to maintain a dignified silence because so far that's worked, right? The late Queen's mantra, never complain, never explain, and actually not oversharing in response to Harry and Meghan's perhaps grotesque oversharing seems to have stood them in quite good stead. And I think actually the more reasonable they seem in the face of this, the more unreasonable Harry and Meghan seem. And that's probably a sensible PR strategy. Look, if I think they're going to like fire enormous salvos at the royals and start accusing more of them of racism or something extremely serious, then action might have to be taken. But I don't think we should expect a running commentary from the palace. I think they're going to let this drop and then make sure that the public decides, look, what kind of royals do they want? Do they want real ones or reality TV ones?
That being said and done, we keep talking about them, don't we, Camilla? And we will keep discussing it. Good luck with your binge watch tonight, Camilla. Make sure you hydrate.
Thank you.
I know everyone's so excited. We've been talking about it all week to watch Harry and Meghan's Netflix docuseries that will be released tonight.
Yes,
if you haven't seen it,
Where have you been?
Here's the trailer.
There's a hierarchy of the family. You know, there's leaking, but there's also planting of stories.
There was a war against Meghan to suit other people's agendas.
It's about hatred. It's about race.
It's a dirty game. The pain and suffering of women marrying into this institution, this feeding frenzy.
I realized they're never going to protect you.
I was terrified. I didn't want history to repeat itself.
Woo! Party time tonight. What do we think? We're going to be watching this?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
That's it.
Wait, what time is it? We've got to be up early tomorrow.
That's true.
So.
7 p.m.
Hey, we polled you on social media platforms to see if you'd be tuning in tonight. Should we look at the results?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Oh,
I think they might be joining you, Lara, in the nose.
Can I just say,
Sounding nose. I feel home.
I'd actually like to apologise to the country about that question. I think it's very leading. The question should have actually been, will you be hate watching? Yeah. And I think that's going to be a resounding yes,
If you
Lara.
miss it, just watch us from 5:30 tomorrow. We'll be playing a lot of it tomorrow morning. And more of it as well on Today Extra with Tim and Belinda. Hey, guys.
Yeah, we'll have the recap of the recap.
Love them or hate them, you'll be watching, that's for sure.
G'day, it's Ali.
And Karl.
Thanks for watching the Today YouTube channel.
Subscribe now for brand new videos every day and exclusive bonus clips.
Ali, say please.
Please? Why?
Please? I don't know.